I've been really just focusing on making a lot of stuff and try not to travel as much as I usually do, but I still get stuck traveling everywhere. I know that sounds like, it sounds crazy being like, oh, I don't want to travel all over the world. It's just I've been doing it for so long and then it just takes away from a lot of focus. So I've just been focusing on work and making a lot of new collections and things like that, designing footwear and clothing and skateboard hard goods. It's great, you know. I mean, when I first started the brand, I didn't expect that it would grow to be what it was. I mean, obviously, you think that when anyone that starts any kind of company wants to be successful, but when I started, it was more just straight skateboarding only type of thing. So for it to expand into like a full lifestyle brand, it's been amazing, man. It's cool because that gives me the opportunity to design more than just skateboard products. I design like everything from even home goods to footwear, that even non-skate specific footwear, which is really cool. We make runners and all that, so it's dope. Um, You know, I'm not sure about how big it is in Asia. I mean, I know that we sponsor skaters here in Japan and in China and Hong Kong and things like that. We've been selling, actually my first distributor that I ever started selling to 20 years ago was in Hong Kong. So them and there was a distributor in Hong Kong and then these other guys in Japan. They were some of the first people that ever started buying stuff for me. So we've been in Asia forever, since the beginning of Diamond. So, but I don't know. I'm not here enough to see how popular it really is. But yeah, when I come here, and I mean, they buy a good amount of stuff for us, so I hope it's doing well. I'd love to open a store sometime in Asia. Our own retail store would be dope. Well, growing up skateboarding, Puma was the first shoe that I started collecting. I was always skating in other shoes, but this was in the early 90s before there was really skate-specific footwear. You know, there was Vans, obviously, but this was before DC or any brands that were making skate-specific footwear. We were really skating in like Jordan 1s, and then we were skating in like Converse Cons and Pumas. Puma Clydes were my shoe of choice, and I was always collecting them. And so when a collaboration came about, because they kind of asked us if we were interested in Puma, and right away I was like, of course I am, that's amazing. I grew up skating in Puma, so it just made sense. The collections have turned out awesome. In 2016 is when we dropped our first collection with Puma. And now I think we're on our 13th or 14th shoe with Puma now. And then in 2019 we have 6 more shoes coming out. But I've loved everything that we've done. I've been really happy with it. For the current ones, I really liked the Sky 2s that we dropped from the last drop. There was these ones called the Sky 2s that a lot of people, I think they slept on those. It wasn't like the most popular one. Obviously I'm gonna love the Collides that we've dropped because, you know, that's a shoe that, like I said, I collected back in the day. But when we made the Sky 2, when it first came out, I was like, wow, this shoe looks fucking dope. I loved it. But for the upcoming collection, I think my favorite one out of the whole line is the ones that I'm wearing now, which are the Diamond Abyss, because it's something that we were able to create ourselves. Instead of just doing a colorway, we made our actual own shoe design. So that just makes it special. So I just feel like it's my favorite one because we made it from scratch. I like collaborating with different artists, like music artists, because I feel like they bring a whole different type of fan to us. When I do other like clothing collabs, I kind of feel like we share like the same kind of fans, because it's usually like skate or streetwear, so it's not really bringing that many new people to our brand. But when you do something with someone in music, um, their audience are so widespread that I feel like we bring fans for them and they bring fans for us. It works better. That's what a collaboration is all about, is to, you know, bring people to the brand or to the music that didn't know about it before. So I think music collabs are my favorite for sure. You know, it's just different now. I feel like streetwear used to be super underground, so obviously it's different now. It's like a big mainstream thing. It has helped skateboarding because, you know, skateboarding and streetwear kind of go hand in hand these days. So the more popular streetwear becomes, the more focus gets on skateboarding as well. So anything to help skateboarding, man. So I think it's great. I like how streetwear has become so popular, especially this last couple of years. The audience it's just crazy now. There's just so many people. Just from even 5 years ago. Yeah, I've been collecting sneakers forever. Like I said, I used to skate in Jordans back in the day, like the Jordan 1s. Those were, me and all my friends used to skate in those in the late 80s. But then, like I said, when I started collecting shoes, it was Pumas. But then from there, I kind of got more into the Jordan thing. So yeah, I've been really collecting Jordans probably since 1993. And other Nikes, Adidas, Pumas. I have thousands of pairs of shoes. I have storage units full of shoes. I think in the last month I've bought like over 30 pairs of shoes. Yeah, I buy almost every Jordan one that comes out, every colorway, all the good Jordans that I like I buy. Air Maxes. I got some of those. I got all those new Yeezys. Yeah, I buy all the good shit, man. The shit that I like. I'm super into sneakers. I always will be. It's just part of me. Man, same as always, just designing new stuff. I'm like our only, head designer at Diamond as well. I do all of our graphics and apparel. So the future's just whatever I'm coming up with at the time. It's nothing that I want to stop doing. It's something that even if I wasn't doing Diamond, I would just be designing. I just love it. I'm just creative. I've always been since I was a little kid.